You can thank my mom for this. Thanks. She wouldn't lay off till I came, so let's do this. Then I can get home and you can get back to, I don't know, reading the Bible or whatever it is you do. Well, yeah, I know I haven't been in a while. I don't know. I guess I'm just not really that into church anymore. I don't want to offend you, but I kind of think Christianity is just this big benevolent hoax. The Bible, well, you went to preacher college, so you have to say that. But have you ever seen a real miracle? I don't mean like, praise Jesus, the chemo fixed my cancer. Like, where God was the only hope. Someone was going to die. And then God swoops down and, like, I'm sorry. It's just a lot of Christians are really big fruitcakes. Like, for example, on my campus, there's always these street preachers outside of the student union. And yesterday, my 1 o'clock was canceled. So I stopped to listen to this guy. And he had, like, long black hair pulled back in a ponytail and this ugly red polyester suit. The guy looked like he was from Pimps for Christ or something. But anyway, he starts preaching right at me. You need Jesus in your life, young man. You're dead in sin and hell is real. But come to the cross and you can be healed. Let Jesus light a fire in you. Receive eternal life. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, Pastor Dave in youth group, he used to talk about being on fire for Jesus, which my understanding wasn't meant closing your eyes and waving your hands around while you sang. And I tried it. I mean, junior high was when Dad was sick. Do you remember the night that we all prayed for Dad? Me and Mom, we just found out, and we were out in the hall crying. And you said that God wanted us to intercede, the whole church. So we all laid our hands on Dad, and we prayed for like an hour, and it was power. Something did come down in that room. I mean, I knew that God was there. And even Dad said that he felt the Spirit come inside, and he got better. The chemo started working. I told everyone it was a miracle. Praise Jesus, remission free and clear until freshman year. The doctors checked again, and it was in his lymph nodes. I know you do a lot of funerals, but do you remember Dad's? You preached a sermon about Lazarus. I'm the resurrection and the life, Jesus says. That kept running through my head afterwards. I am the resurrection and the life. Jesus goes to the graveyard, goes up to Lazarus' tomb and says, Lazarus, come forth. And Lazarus does. So naturally, I got my Bible. I went to the cemetery. And I went to Dad's grave. And I made myself believe. And I said, Dad, come forth. I really said, Dad, come forth. Some lady at another grave went running to her car. But that was it. I know it's dumb. I mean, a cemetery, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't on fire anymore. So anyways, I went up to the street preacher after he was done preaching. And I said, I used to believe in eternal life. Might believe it again if something happens. God's all powerful, he says. Ask and ye shall receive. So I ask him if he does resurrections. Right here, right now. He just gets all high and mighty, starts telling me not to mock God. But I wasn't. I really meant it. Dad, come forth. If it had worked, I'd be in church right now.